SAP has outlined the details behind their new CRM push, and Salesforce is directly in their sights. For Tech Republic and ZDNet, I'm Dan Patterson with Larry Dignan. Larry, what is the new C4HANA CRM?
In a lot of ways, it's a roll-up of a bunch of acquisitions they've done, like SAP's, they've acquired Hybris, Gigya, Kalidas Cloud, and all these things sort of add up into what's basically a CRM system. So they're putting this all together into something called C4HANA, which rides on top of their ERP software, which is also called S4HANA, right? So the idea here is that SAP wants to move the conversation from managing sales teams to basically managing the productivity of sales teams. So the idea is that their CRM will be, customer-centric, focused solely on that, and it'll be able to tie into back-end data because SAP controls a lot of the financial records, a lot of the back-end sort of processes, merging that with the front end, and then you're going to come out with something newfangled to take on Salesforce. What it really is Salesforce has, kind of run away with the CRM market, and with Microsoft also doing really well in that space. And SAP, has their CRM stuff, but they're actually bundling in with other software, and, people are still their customers are still buying Salesforce. So this is really about SAP getting into the game and trying to challenge Salesforce. I don't know how well it'll work. I think the ideas are interesting, but it's going to be a long slog for sure. This is not, at Sapphire now, SAP just rolled this out, but really it's going to be a multi-year effort.
Yeah. So what is the customer acquisition plan? Obviously, SAP has legacy customers, especially in the enterprise. But like you said a moment ago, they kind of lost much of the lead, at least in the CRM space, to Salesforce. So do they have a strategy for kind of bringing back their legacy clients?
Yeah, well, this is where it gets interesting. They have their base. Right. And they never really left because you have SAP for that back end processing sort of thing. And now they put Salesforce on top of that in a lot of cases. What's interesting is, SAP can do the cross sell. Like if you actually say, like, if you ask me, like, what's SAP's core competency, it's really cross selling, right? They can buy a company like SuccessFactors and cross sell it with their other stuff and lower that cost of customer acquisition. And over time, that really looks well in the cloud, right? Because cloud, it's an ongoing revenue stream. And that's kind of what this is about, right? Like SAP, they have their service cloud, and it's pretty well respected and does pretty well. So they have some of that market that does pretty well in the CRM space. So they're just trying to get these other parts. And I think where we're getting to overall is sort of, you've probably heard about Microsoft 365, which is basically, you're just buying the platform of Microsoft, right? Across the board. It could be Office, it's basically, you're basically saying, I am buying Microsoft software. Here's my dough. Give me the buffet. And that's where a lot of the enterprise software vendors are going. And that's where I think SAP is going, right? So CRM is an interesting marketing. It's an interesting thought leadership point. It's a way to, potentially keep Salesforce in check, but it's really about getting to this point where you're buying an SAP platform. You're running your company on SAP, and that's sort of where they're heading. So look at this. If you look at this just in the CRM sort of idea, then you're kind of missing the big picture. But they need CRM to even make that case. So I think that's how they're sort of going to finagle this over time.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch them cross-promote different products. Do they risk commoditizing some of their previously premium brands by offering this, as you say, buffet approach?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I don't know if they're really, like the HANA thing, the whole idea behind that is in memory. It's about analytics. It's about real time. that's not a commodity space, right? So SAP will make its money somewhere, even if they commoditize some other parts of the portfolio. It's really what they're going for is that network effect. And you're going to see them do a lot of things with IoT and blockchain, and that's how they will try to keep that innovation cell going. And so in the big picture, I think they're looking at it as overall wallet share and mind share. So that's why CRM is important to them. That's why IoT is important to them. None of these products necessarily are going to make or break SAP by themselves, but they're going to keep customers running their companies on SAP, which is the end goal, right? So it becomes more of a platform play when you add it all up.
All right, you can read Larry's post called SAP Unveils C4 HANA and Aims to Revamp the CRM by visiting ZDNet. Larry, we have a ton of different digital transformation stories on the site. What else for business leaders looking for digital transformation guides do we have?
We just launched a blockchain special feature where we're looking at blockchain and how it's used in the enterprise, or how it's going to be used. We just did a big thing on IoT. We're doing a lot with machine learning and artificial intelligence. We're sort of trying to hit all those waves as they come along.